We're getting about $200 a month on average.
Or maybe I'll just move in here.
I know.
Charge our car off the grid. Hey guys, Kim here with Like Tesla. We are on the way from Atlanta to Columbia, South Carolina to visit my sister for Father's Day weekend. And on the way there, we have to stop in Greenville, South Carolina to supercharge. We are actually going to be kind of cutting it a little bit close for us. We only actually have about 160 miles right now of range, and it's about 128 miles, I believe, to Greenville. So it is going to be, for our standards, cutting it close. But I do hear that there's a little bit of like hidden miles, maybe. Yeah. You don't actually get to zero.
There's a little bit of a buffer. You get about 10 or 20 miles depending on how you drive of buffer to work with when you start getting close to zero. You don't want to do that. You don't want to, degrade your battery.
So we're about to get on the freeway. There's been a lot of surface roads to get to the freeway from picking up my son from preschool, and I just saw something I've never seen before. It actually says charging needed to reach destination. So we are starting to look at some alternative options.
2% right now. So yeah, if we drive really efficiently, you might be able to bump that up to 5 or 6% on arrival, which will be, maybe a little bit of a buffer.
There's a mall nearby too that has like a level 2 we could fiddle around at for like an hour.
I think the goal should be to drive efficiently enough once we get on the highway to have that number bump up, because you can really play with that number depending on your driving.
Might try to find a semi truck and trail them. It's a low range EV's dream right here. 3 semis in front of you.
Semis coming together.
We found a semi truck and we're tailing him, trying to pick up some range here.
Yeah, look at this. This is pretty neat. It doesn't say we have to stop anymore. It says that we'll make it if we stay below 55 miles an hour. And you can actually pick up 10 to 15% of range if you keep a couple car distances behind these semis. So the reason this is all effective and it would work is because the drag resistance of the air is being really largely done by the truck in front of us. So being that it's taller, larger, and wider, it's cutting the air, and the air that's going up and over this truck is being disrupted. So essentially we're like treading the water, right? It's just opening it up for us to be able to get through and get better range without getting as much resistance on the car.
So the principle also applies to gas cars.
Yeah, it's no different.
People don't really think about that because there's gas stations at every stop. There goes our alternate right there, the Tanger outlets.
Yeah, that was our level 2 backup. I mean, this is incredible. Check this out. Getting the watt hours per mile down to 270, I've never seen it that low in this car. I mean, that's equivalent to driving a Model S pretty much. So imagine if this car weighed hundreds of pounds less. The efficiency of it being lower to the ground, all of that stuff. And this is definitely being provided thanks to this truck.
So if you're in this situation and the car suggests driving slower, you can do that, or you can do what we're doing.
So yeah, you're obviously risking things like rock chips if one does fly towards you, but we're 3-4 car distances back. Autopilot's engaged, and that's able to react 1,000 times faster than a human, and it's able to actually not only see the car in front of us, but the car in front of it. So we're paying attention, it's paying attention, and this is a nice alternative. So yeah, now we're up to 7% estimated charge when we arrive. So the car is saying, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
So I'm just gonna keep doing this.
All right, made it to Chipotle just across the street
from some Din Din.
Across the street from the supercharger, which happens to be at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel parking area. In the back of the parking lot there. No Teslas to be shared with right now, and we will take all the power we can. Down to 17 miles.
No more range anxiety. I can drive however I want.
Yeah, floor it, mama. Have fun.
I just can't get another ticket.
No. So, here we go, down a steep hill. You can just pull up close to the garage door and we will plug her in.
So wait, you guys were at 2%?
We were at 2% and we got up to like 9% just by drafting behind a semi truck.
Just like a cyclist?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
So we are on the way up to the roof. I have never seen their solar setup, so Harris has been kind enough to show that to me.
Gotta do some technical crawling.
I think so. I think
46 individual panels.
I think so.
They're pretty toasty.
They're getting
they
warm.
do get really hot.
Yeah.
So how much electricity are you getting right now?
So we're getting about $200 a month on average. So if there's a moment in time where we're using less power than what is being generated by the panels, then we're getting credit from the power company, which is pretty neat. So we don't have a way to store it here, but we're set up to sell it to them, whatever's excess capacity. So the solar panels tend to be closer to living up to their end of the bargain. I think our family tends to be at a stage in life where we're just consuming more than we thought, whether it's running the washer and dryer a lot more, the dishwasher a lot more, or the kids just
My high maintenance sister.
There was a little program I was looking at to show, and the whole back of our roof lights up yellow for optimal sun exposure as it sits. So we just got really lucky. They're not on the front,
right?
To get it to
work. It looks like you have room too if you wanted to add more. Like you could potentially whole. So what is like the cost? How much does it cost to set up something like that?
So this system is about 12.5 kW.
Okay.
And it was about $40,000.
Okay.
And then with the tax credits between the federal and the state, it ends up being about $18,000.
Okay, that's actually good credit.
Yeah, initially I thought our payback would be like 5 to 6 years, but it's looking to be a little closer to be 7 to 8, which is, still fantastic. I mean, after 7 or 8 years. The one thing that's been really interesting to me, and hopefully Tesla can make a huge impact here, is the efficiency of the panels hasn't changed that much in 20 years. So I think the best panel out is not even eclipsing 30%.
We're going from the roof to the basement now.
Harris has all the good stuff.
I know.
This is the water purification system that we were talking about. I don't know if you remember, but a while back, when we were first moved in the house, I told you we had brown water a couple different times.
That's scary.
Yeah, I didn't think much of it. First I thought maybe it's because it's new and there's just some stuff in the pipes. But after a couple weeks, periodically we'd have a bath for one of the kids fill up and it was brown.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, so I called the city and they were really helpful. They came out, but they told me everything was fine with the water and there was nothing to worry about. And I couldn't help but say, like, that doesn't sound right. So
right, totally.
Then we'd have a couple days where it was clear and nothing would happen, and then we'd have a day where it was just brown again. What's amazing about this tank is it does the entire house. So we've got this whole spider web of pipes here. Every one of these gets water that's cleaner than bottled water.
It's so organized. Is this?
The cool thing is, no matter what the point of water, like the source is for the water, it's coming from this tank, which is cleaner than just about any bottled water you can buy.
So it's like the veins and the arteries?
Yeah.
Going in and out?
Yeah. Hot and cold, but yeah. But, I mean, when y'all are here showering, you're showering in water that's better than bottled water.
That's pretty cool.
The whole time. And I think like a 10-minute shower is the equivalent of drinking like six ounces or a little more of water. Your skin absorbs that much water. So
it's like stuff you don't really think about is showering or brushing your teeth, where you're actually taking in the water.
This tank does millions of gallons. It electronically backwashes itself every 2 to 3 days so that it'll last for years. This company has never taken a tank out of service. So they have tanks that have been in service for over 15 years, still producing high quality water.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing.
I imagine something like this isn't cheap, but how much would this cost?
The cost of this system is $3,000, but what you don't need is you never would need to buy a refrigerator filter again, and those typically run $50 to $75. Last you anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And then one thing we found is we have dramatically reduced the amount of bottled water we buy.
Yeah.
Because we just bottle this water and don't need to buy it as often.
Right.
So
that's probably better for you too, because you're not getting exposed to all the plastics from bottled water, and better for the environment.
Our bottled water consumption as a family has gone down dramatically just from using this water. This water tastes better, and trying to see which products were the best. If you're going to be consuming this and it's ultimately going to be going through your body, my philosophy was finding the best one you could get. We've been really, really happy with this.
That's really cool. I actually want to get one in our house now.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just move in here.
I know.
Charge our car off the grid and shower in the...
Yeah. I mean, y'all have showered here. The water's it feels softer, and I think it's because it takes some of the mineral content out, and it's not doing it through the addition of salt. So there's no salt getting added in this system.
It's Father's Day weekend, and we are about to go blueberry picking. Well, it's definitely slim pickings. I think most of them were picked down low. Oh, look, there's some blackberries.
Until we find the next victim.
Until we find the next victim.
You know, it's pretty cool to me. I mean, whether or not you agree with the credits,
yeah.
You know, from just a philosophical standpoint, the fact that they're getting people into this and making it more affordable to do, and driving technology, hopefully will improve it and keep bringing the cost down.
Yeah.
So do you think Elon Musk is going to get married for a third time?
He's got Amber Heard now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a married sort of guy. That's the way I see him.
If I was him, I mean, he's already been married twice. It didn't work out. He has 10 million kids.
5.
Yeah, which probably feels like 10 million.
Yeah.
So there's like no need. I mean, he's accomplished. He's not bad looking. He is smart.
Okay, should I be worried now?
No, but I mean, he's like trying to save the world. So, I mean, he has a lot of appeal going.
Okay.
For some girls.
All right. Well.
Some people.
Some people, okay.
If you like our videos, please press the like button and comment below. That really helps my channel grow, as it tells YouTube to share our videos with others and help spread the word of sustainability and EVs.